In a move that many critics are calling a blatant cry for attention, Meghan Markle's recent photo op with television personality Gayle King has backfired spectacularly. What was seemingly an attempt to align herself with a high-profile media figure has instead been met with widespread backlash, further fueling accusations of opportunism and insincerity. The Duchess of Sussex, once heralded as a symbol of modernity and progress within the British monarchy, now finds herself at the center of yet another controversy, this time, one that raises questions not just about her motives, but about her credibility. The staged meeting, which was reportedly orchestrated to showcase Meghan's ongoing work in media and advocacy, quickly unraveled into a PR nightmare as critics dissected every aspect of the encounter. From the optics of the event to the timing of its release, skeptics have pointed out glaring contradictions in Meghan's carefully curated image. Is this yet another instance of the Duchess using personal relationships with media elites to craft a narrative of victimhood and empowerment, or is it simply a failed attempt at staying relevant in an increasingly skeptical public eye? The photo op in question took place under circumstances that were anything but spontaneous. Sources close to the event revealed that the meeting between Meghan Markle and Gayle King was meticulously planned, with photographers on standby to capture every moment. The images, which were quickly circulated across social media and picked up by tabloids, showed Meghan and Gayle deep in conversation, laughing and appearing to discuss important issues. However, the public was quick to point out the performative nature of the encounter. Critics argue that the timing of the photo op was suspiciously convenient, coinciding with another wave of negative press surrounding Meghan's strained relationship with the royal family. Just days before the photos surfaced, reports had emerged that King Charles III had officially removed Meghan and Prince Harry from their remaining royal duties, a move that many saw as a final severance of ties between the couple and the monarchy. To some, the meeting with Gayle King seemed less like a genuine connection and more like an attempt to shift the narrative back in Meghan's favor. This isn't the first time Meghan Markle has been accused of leveraging high-profile relationships to bolster her public image. Over the years, her friendships with celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry have drawn scrutiny, with many accusing her of using these connections to amplify her victim narrative. The infamous Oprah interview in 2021, where Meghan and Harry aired their grievances against the British royal family, remains a polarizing moment in modern media. While some lauded the couple for their candor, others criticized the interview as a calculated move to gain sympathy and control the narrative. The meeting with Gayle King seems to follow a similar playbook. Gayle, a close friend of Oprah and a respected media figure in her own right, is no stranger to high-profile interviews and media appearances. By associating herself with Gayle, Meghan may have hoped to gain credibility and reinforce her image as a champion of social justice. However, the public's growing skepticism toward Meghan's motives has made it increasingly difficult for her to pull off these orchestrated displays without attracting criticism. The backlash to Meghan's latest media stunt has been swift and relentless. Social media platforms were flooded with comments accusing the Duchess of being disingenuous and self-serving. How many more staged photo ops do we have to endure before Meghan realizes the public sees right through her? One Twitter user wrote. Others questioned the authenticity of her advocacy work, pointing out that her public appearances often seem more focused on generating headlines than affecting real change. Even some of Meghan's former supporters have begun to voice their doubts. "I used to believe in Meghan's message, but it's hard to ignore the pattern of opportunism," said one former fan in an online discussion forum. "Every time she's in the spotlight, it feels less like she's trying to make a difference and more like she's trying to stay relevant." Compounding the controversy is Meghan's increasingly distant relationship with the royal family. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Meghan and Harry have faced a barrage of criticism for their tell-all interviews, lucrative Netflix deals, and high-profile public appearances. While the couple initially framed their departure as a quest for privacy and independence, their actions have often contradicted these claims, leading many to question their true intentions. The recent removal of their royal titles and privileges by King Charles III has only added fuel to the fire. By staging a high-profile meeting with Gayle King so soon after this announcement, Meghan has inadvertently highlighted the growing divide between her and the royal family. Critics argue that this latest stunt is yet another attempt to overshadow the monarchy and keep herself in the spotlight. Meghan Markle's public image has undergone a dramatic transformation since her early days as an actress and philanthropist. Once celebrated as a breath of fresh air within the royal family, she is now frequently portrayed as a polarizing figure whose actions often appear self-serving. The backlash to her photo op with Gayle King is just the latest example of how her attempts to control the narrative have backfired. Brand experts have noted that Meghan's repeated missteps have significantly tarnished her credibility. When you're constantly in the headlines for the wrong reasons, it becomes difficult to maintain a positive public image, said one PR consultant. Meghan needs to focus on actions that speak louder than words or photo ops if she wants to regain public trust. At the heart of the controversy surrounding Meghan Markle is the question of authenticity. While she has positioned herself as a champion of social justice and a voice for the voiceless, her actions often seem more focused on personal gain than genuine altruism. Critics point to her lavish lifestyle, lucrative media deals, and high-profile friendships as evidence that her priorities lie more in self-promotion than in effecting meaningful change. The photo op with Gayle King has only reinforced these perceptions. By staging a seemingly calculated encounter with a media elite, Meghan has once again drawn attention to the disconnect between her words and actions. For many, this latest misstep is further proof that the Duchess is more interested in maintaining her public image than in living up to the ideals she claims to represent. Meghan Markle's photo op with Gayle King may have been intended as a show of solidarity and advocacy, but it has instead become a symbol of her increasingly contentious relationship with the public. Far from bolstering her image, the encounter has served to highlight the growing skepticism surrounding her motives and actions. As the backlash continues to mount, Meghan faces a critical choice. Will she continue to rely on calculated media stunts to maintain her relevance, or will she take a step back and focus on building credibility through genuine actions? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the public's patience for performative displays is wearing thin.